So what's going to be the best gaming phone for you in 2022? In these videos, we'll break down the top 10 gaming phones on the market this year based on price versus performance. So whether you're looking for the best gaming phone or the best gaming phone for the money, stay tuned, we'll have the perfect option for you. The products in this video are no exact order, so be sure to stay tuned till the end therefore you don't miss anything. The Asus ROG Phone 5 might not have mass appeal, with a bulky, gamer-esque design, but that's not the in here. Gaming is the priority here, and Asus has taken things up a notch with a 144Hz AMOLED screen, two 3000 mAh batteries, last year's top-end Snapdragon 888, and up to an eye-watering 16GB of RAM. It can handle just about any game available on Android right now, with enough power left over to future-proof the phone for quite some time, all at a price cheaper than big-name flagships. Haptic triggers built directly into the side of the ROG Phone 5 further enhance the gaming experience, and if you want to take things a step further, the plethora of official accessories, including Nintendo Switch-esque Kunai 5 controllers and the fan-powered Aeroactive Cooler 5 cooling system, should be right up your street. They're not related to gaming, but even the cameras are decent, which is unusual for a gaming phone. We can only really complain about the size and weight, measuring in at 10.3mm thick and 238G, but that's not so applicable in the gaming sector. The Asus ROG Phone 6 Pro is arguably the ultimate gaming phone, but you'll have to pay for it. Performance is the priority here, so the Snapdragon 8 Plus Generation 1 chip, the most powerful around, powers the phone. Specs elsewhere are supreme too, with a 165Hz AMOLED screen, 6000 mAh battery, and up to 18GB of RAM. It also features a unique P-mold screen on the rear of the phone, used to indicate incoming calls, notifications, charge state, and like all the ROG phones it ships with a range of optional extra accessories. The only problem is the price. It's more expensive than all its rivals, which in some cases cost half the price but offer similar performance. It's a great high-end bit of kit, but there are plenty of gaming phones that'll give you the same bang for less buck in 2022. Black Shark 5 Pro might not redesign the wheel, but it ticks all the boxes for gamers. It has a buttery smooth 144Hz refresh rate, top-level performance, gaming-specific features like magnetic triggers and gesture-activated shortcuts, plus much more. The 120W charging, while unchanged, provides some of the snappiest charging times around, achieving a full 100% charge in under 30 minutes, though the downside is a smaller battery than alternatives. Unlike the touch-based triggers of some rivals, the Black Shark 5 Pro has magnetic triggers that pop up from the body of the phone for a more traditional controller experience, making for a great portable gaming experience without the need to carry additional accessories. Though not usually a focus for gaming phones, the Black Shark 5 Pro has an impressive 108-megapixel rear-facing camera that's capable of taking decent snaps, though the decision to include autofocus capabilities to the macro lens and not the more popular 120-degree ultra-wide is an odd decision that leaves some ultra-wide shots looking a little soft. It is more expensive than the competing Red Magic 7 Pro, but the magnetic triggers, in particular, make the Black Shark 5 Pro a compelling gaming smartphone that negates the need for a controller in many games. When it comes to gaming on iOS, the 6.7 inches iPhone 13 Pro Max is the one to beat. Apple's 5nm A15 Bionic is one of the most powerful chipsets on the market right now and can handle just about anything you can throw at it without a hint of stutter or lag, and our benchmarks back that up too. Importantly, the iPhone 13 Pro Max sports a gorgeous Super Retina XDR display that makes games look incredible on the iPhone, whether they're free-to-play titles or the latest Apple Arcade exclusives. It's also one of the first iPhones to make the jump to a variable 120Hz refresh rate, offering the buttery smooth refresh rate and improved response time that make Android rivals so strong. There's also up to a whopping 1TB of storage available, so you can carry an entire library of mobile games in your pocket, and the battery life is the best of any iPhone to date for longer play sessions. The catch: it's on the expensive side, and you don't even get a charger in the box. The Red Magic 6R is one of the cheapest gaming-dedicated smartphones on the market right now, but that doesn't mean it skimps on features or performance. Sporting a 6.67-inch AMOLED display slightly smaller than that of the flagship Red Magic 6, you'll find the same 1080 by 2400 resolution and 400Hz touch sampling rate. The 144Hz refresh rate may be slightly slower, but it's still safely in gamer territory and the difference is negligible in real-world use. Under the display you'll find the powerful Snapdragon 888 with either 6GB, 8GB, or 12GB of RAM depending on the variant you opt for. It's capable of keeping up with flagship gaming phones in the performance department, but the lack of an active fan cooling system means it gets hot much quicker than premium alternatives. The only real disappointment is battery life, with a 4200 mAh battery only able to provide all-day usage if you drop the refresh rate from 144 Hz to 90 Hz. Still, if you can look past battery life issues, the Red Magic 6R offers a premium mobile gaming experience at an affordable price. Nubia's Red Magic smartphones have a reputation as having some of the best gaming-focused displays around, and that's just as true with the latest in the collection, the Red Magic 7. At its heart is a fast 6.8 inches 165 Hz OLED panel with an impressive 720 Hz touch sample rate that beats practically every other smartphone on the market. Though you might not notice much of a difference in real-world performance, it'll certainly satisfy the need for gamers to have the best of the best. That's paired with the flagship specs including Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Generation 1 and 12 or 16 up to 18GB of RAM, 128 or 256GB of storage and an updated 3-fan cooling system to keep things running smoothly during longer gaming sessions. There's also a plethora of gaming features including side-mounted touch-based shoulder triggers, advanced haptic feedback and the ability to control performance on a per-game basis, and it's all presented in Red Magic's GameSpace mode. The rear-facing triple camera setup remains unchanged from the Red Magic 6S, which in itself was the same as the Red Magic 5S, but software improvements mean it fares a little better this time around. The only real disappointment is battery life. It's smaller than that of its predecessor at a rather average 4500 mAh, and combined with a 165 Hz display, it drains much more quickly. The Red Magic 7S Pro is an unusual phone. It's a small upgrade on the 7 Pro, chiefly to include the newer Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 chip, but it's also not a clear upgrade on the regular Red Magic 7 in every respect, and in fact we'd recommend that phone to most people. The non-Pro 7S never got a global launch. The changes here are mostly in the display. The first is that the 7S Pro comes with the most responsive display in any phone, right, registering touch input at 960 Hz, i.e. it can detect touches 960 times a second. That's literally a game changer, but it brings a drawback. The screen refresh rate is only 120 Hz, down from the 165 Hz of the regular 7. The other change is the inclusion of an under-display selfie camera. This helps keep the 7S Pro compact and gives you a gorgeous full-screen experience, but again there's a trade-off. Your actual selfies won't be all that great, with a soft, overprocessed look to them. This plenty of power and delivers on battery life too, but with a hefty price tag. Consider carefully if you really need the upgrade from the Red Magic 7, or if you'd be happy with the slightly cheaper Red Magic 7 Pro, which is essentially the same phone with the older Snapdragon 8 Generation 1. Though the OnePlus 10T doesn't look like much of a gaming phone, the flagship has a surprise or two up its sleeves. It's powered by Qualcomm's top-tier Snapdragon 8 Plus Generation 1 with up to 16GB of LPDDR5 RAM and 256GB of storage, making it an impressive device able to take on dedicated gaming phones. There's also the 6.7 inches AMOLED display to consider, with a buttery-smooth 120 Hz refresh rate providing a responsive gameplay experience. Gaming prowess aside, it also boasts absurdly fast 150-watt charging that'll get you a full charge in well under 30 minutes, and a triple rear camera that will get the job done, though is far from the best around. So, while you might not get built-in triggers or cool gaming-focused software enhancements, you'll certainly get all the benefits of a flagship smartphone. The Poco F4 GT is an attempt to build a gaming phone that could be just as appealing to non-gamers. The F4 GT packs the hardcore hardware you'd expect: a Snapdragon 8 Generation 1 chipset, 120 Hz AMOLED display, and up to 12GB of RAM, not to mention almost absurdly fast 120-watt charging. It even includes pop-up magnetic shoulder buttons similar to those found in the Black Shark 5 Pro. But the restrained design means this won't scream gamer to everyone who sees it, and the shoulder buttons double up with extra functions outside of games. Xiaomi's Poco X3 Pro may not be a dedicated gaming phone, but it is built on the success of the popular Poco X3 NFC to provide fast performance without the price tag. The headline feature is the inclusion of the Snapdragon 860, an impressive feat when you consider the budget nature of the X3 Pro. That's coupled with 6 or 8 GB of RAM and up to 256 GB of storage, and the 6.67 inches LCD panel offers a boosted 120 Hz refresh rate and a 240 Hz touch response rate. The whopping 5,160 mAh battery is more than enough to get you through an intense gaming session or two, and while 33-watt wired charging isn't the quickest available, it's still pretty nippy. The Poco X3 Pro might not be quite as capable as some of the dedicated gaming options in our chart, but it certainly offers bang for your buck when compared to similarly priced smartphones available right now. If you guys liked this video or this video helped you, please give the video a like. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button to keep up to date on the latest and greatest tech. Till next time, I'll see you guys later.